They own more land than some countries, control nearly half of Kenya's dairy industry, and with a single phone call, they can summon presidents, stop policies, and reshape fortunes. They are Africa's most powerful dynasty you've never seen, until now. This is the untold story of the Kenyatta family. Welcome to Luxury Buzz, where we go beyond the headlines to uncover the most secretive lives of the world's richest and most powerful. From billionaires and private jets to dynasties ruling in silence, we show you what money can't usually buy: access. If you love rare insights into quiet empires, be sure to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell. Let's begin. Rise of a Dynasty, from Jomo to Uhuru. The story of the Kenyattas isn't one of sudden riches. It's a masterclass in generational legacy. It starts with Jomo Kenyatta, Kenya's first president and founding father. In 1964, he took power, not just politically, but economically. Over the following decades, Jomo quietly amassed enormous land holdings, farms, estates, and ranches that would become the foundation of Kenya's most valuable private fortune. By his death in 1978, the Kenyatta family reportedly controlled over 500,000 acres, an area larger than the nation of Luxembourg. Enter Mama Ngina Kenyatta, Jomo's widow, matriarch, and silent enforcer. She stayed out of the limelight but orchestrated the preservation of their empire. With elegance and absolute discretion, she turned power into permanence. Then came the heir, Uhuru Kenyatta, Western-educated, cosmopolitan, and every bit the statesman. After studying in the U.S., he returned to Kenya with one mission: to carry the torch. In 2013, Uhuru became Kenya's fourth president, just like his father, a full-circle moment that transformed a political family into a national dynasty. During his two terms from 2013 to 2022, the Kenyatta empire quietly expanded, blending politics with strategic business investments. By 2025, their estimated net worth had climbed to a staggering $2.7 billion. But unlike most billionaires, they didn't flaunt it. They fortified it. A silent empire, the Kenyatta's business holdings. Behind every bottle of milk, land title, bank transaction, or televised news story in Kenya, there's likely a Kenyatta connection. Let's break it down. Banking NCBA Group. The Kenyattas are major stakeholders in NCBA Group, Kenya's third largest bank. Through NK Investments, the family controls over 13% of NCBA. In 2023 alone, they earned roughly $7.7 million in dividends. This isn't just a seat at the table, it's a hand on the financial steering wheel of East Africa's economy. Dairy, Brookside Milk. Kenya drinks what the Kenyattas own. Brookside Dairy controls 45% of the national milk market. With over 140,000 farmers and 200,000 retail outlets, Brookside is an economic superpower, and they've gone regional, expanding into Uganda, Tanzania, and landing a deal with French giant Danone. If there's milk in your fridge, chances are it's theirs. Real estate, land, and more land. Land is the Kenyatta family's original and most valuable asset. From the highlands of Nakuru to the city outskirts of Nairobi, their holdings span hundreds of thousands of acres. Their most ambitious project? Northlands City, an 11,000-acre urban utopia in Ruiru with luxury homes, business parks, shopping districts, and schools, designed to rival entire Kenyan towns. It's not just property, it's urban planning on dynastic scale. Hospitality, heritage hotels. The Kenyattas own some of Kenya's most elite resorts under the Heritage Hotels brand. From the Mara Explorer to the Great Rift Valley Lodge, these resorts cater to royalty, billionaires, and celebrities. Each visit prints money and prestige. Media Max Network. If influence is currency, the Kenyattas mint their own. Through Media Max, they control TV stations, newspapers, and radio, including K24, Kameme FM, and The People Daily. They don't just appear in the media, they own the media. Education and publishing. They own Paponi School, one of Nairobi's top-tier British curriculum institutions. And, through the Jomo Kenyatta Foundation, they publish Kenya's school textbooks. In Kenya, the Kenyattas don't just raise leaders, they educate them. Forget Instagram, the Kenyatta family doesn't flaunt. They glide, quietly, gracefully, and with total control. Giche Farm, billionaire ranching. In Nakuru County lies Giche Farm, 4,000 acres of manicured livestock excellence. The farm is home to exotic Ankole cattle from Uganda, high-end European breeds, and South African boar goats. Staffed like a military facility and run with presidential-level precision, this isn't agriculture, it's elite animal husbandry. Uhuru himself is known to inspect herds in boots and jeans, ever the humble tycoon. Private estates. Their estate collection reads like a royal dossier: a 1,000-acre Narok ranch near the Masai Mara, a coastal villa in Diani, Nairobi homes in Muthaiga and Gatundu with helipads, botanical gardens, and elite-level security. Each one a symbol of legacy, not ego. Vehicles and transport. Uhuru's fleet includes a $500,000 armored G-Wagon, bulletproof Land Cruisers, Range Rovers, and the ceremonial S600 Mercedes Pullman. But you won't find him speeding in a Lamborghini. Think armored grace, not gaudy gold. Travel in billionaire style. Even as president, Uhuru preferred private jets to state aircraft. He's flown aboard an $18,000 an hour Airbus A318 Elite, complete with an onboard office, dining suite, and queen-size bed. Now retired, he still jets privately to Dubai, Paris, or South Africa. Always discreet, always first class. Power without position. Political influence after State House. In Kenya, power doesn't always wear a title. Since 2022, Uhuru Kenyatta has played a new role: kingmaker. He still leads the Jubilee Party and maintains influence through back channels. When negotiations between rival factions turn volatile, it's often Uhuru who steps in, quietly, diplomatically. He now serves as an African Union peace envoy, helping mediate conflicts from Ethiopia to Congo. Even out of office, global powers still call him when diplomacy demands discretion. Meanwhile, Uhuru Kenyatta, his brother, is the family's behind-the-scenes CEO. Known as the Fixer, Uhuru is a force in boardrooms, policy circles, and political deals. And when Mama Ngina speaks, Kenya listens. In 2023, she publicly challenged the government for harassing her family, declaring they could take her wealth if they dared. That one statement cooled political tensions across the nation. That's not influence, that's dominance. A cinematic ending, legacy in motion. From the liberation battlefields of the 1960s to the private boardrooms of the 2020s, the Kenyattas have rewritten what it means to hold power in Africa. Not just political power, but economic control, cultural influence, diplomatic respect. They own Kenya's largest bank shares, feed millions through Brookside, educate future leaders, shape policies, broker peace deals, and they do it all in silence. This is more than wealth. It's dynasty, discipline, and generational strategy at its finest. Thank you for watching Luxury Buzz, where power meets privilege and legacy meets luxury. If the story of the Kenyattas intrigued you, hit like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Which part of their empire surprised you the most? Their dairy dominance, their land empire, or their quiet role in global diplomacy? Drop your thoughts below. We read everyone. Until next time, remember, real power doesn't shout. It whispers and still moves mountains. Karibu tena.